Your hand?
Here we are. We are live. Hey,
Okay,
happy Monday to you. And I'll make it so you can see my hands here. How about that?
perfect.
Yes. Luis Gallo, my good friend.
Good, Anderson. How are you?
Good. So I was thinking you were going to be joining us. So is it Monday for you or is it Tuesday?
Now is it still Monday? Well, no, it's Tuesday. Right now it's
Oh, it's
Tuesday.
Tuesday for you.
One minute after
Oh,
Monday. So
yes.
yeah, it's 12 o'clock here in Lisbon, but
In Lisbon.
Lisbon is one hour less than Spain. Portugal is 1 hour less than Spain, and so in Spain it's 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm going
Yeah.
back tomorrow and leaving
Ah,
to
okay.
Germany the next day. Yeah.
Oh, wow. You are in three countries in 3 days.
Yeah, that's the way it used to be, before the COVID.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Right before COVID, the
Yeah.
same, I think it was in December, beginning of December. No, when was it? I don't remember exactly. I think it was December. I was coming from a China tour. I was 3 weeks in China. Then I came back. I stayed in Madrid for 2 days, and then I went on tour to Germany. And I was thinking, this is completely not natural for a human being
Right.
to be in China, coming back to Spain, and then going to Germany, and then coming back to Spain, and then but that's the way it used to be. Now I might get afraid to get in a plane.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, at least you are doing some traveling and some playing, and you're playing just as great as ever. I tell you, you've been a big inspiration. Uh, well, maybe a
So
little
you
later in
are
the program, we could talk about how we met. This is a very funny story,
sure.
and how we've become friends. We've visited each other's homes. I've been at your place in Madrid, and you've been here. You visited Long Island, our home in
Yeah,
Long Island. Yes.
yeah. Well, that was great. Sure. And we did a little tour in the New York, in the state of New York.
Yes.
Remember that we
And you
were.
were also very helpful to me when I was writing the tune El Leon for the Acoustic Chef book.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
yes, I remember I was, thinking kind of the way Bela Fleck and the Flecktones do things with, different beats in different places. And you say, no, 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 that's not flamenco. You can't do that.
Yeah.
And so I reined it in and
Yeah.
made it something. Do you want to just improvise on that? Maybe just
Sure.
play something? Sure. Why don't you start it and I'll pick up someplace, all right? Oh, that was so much fun. Even with the internet lag across
Yeah,
the
I don't know how
universe
is
here, as
that,
we
I
should
don't
say.
know how is that lag, that time lapse, from Nashville to where I am. Maybe I don't know how it's going to
In
end up.
Portugal, well, I think it comes out differently from people in different places, so everyone will hear
Okay,
this
so
differently.
it's going to be like binaural music. Okay, it's
Oh,
great. It's great. I
but
mean,
fun, boy. I should have
you
had you
have.
do more recording with me. You know, I just finished writing a tune. Actually, I just finished it when you signed on for sound check. That's why I was late signing on for sound check.
Mhm.
Because
I
I
was
was,
listening to you. I was listening to
yeah,
you
yeah,
practicing. So I already know by listening to
you
you
could
in the
hear.
other side. You know, you were not on the screen, but I was listening
So,
and I was like, okay, you know,
yeah, so I just finished writing this. Well, that would be maybe an hour and 45 minutes ago. So,
okay. It's
you know,
totally
these
is
Monday lives, these are
fresh.
not a performance.
Yeah.
Fresh, very fresh. So maybe we'll see if people want to hear the brand new song, maybe just,
Sure.
send a text and we'll see.
Okay.
If we get
I don't
enough
know.
requests, then
Where are
maybe
you
I'll
watching
have,
this? Are you watching this on YouTube or you're watching this because I don't know this streaming system.
yes, some people on YouTube and some on Facebook. I see Bunny there
Okay.
on Facebook. Don Gaynor is also on there, and Timothy.
Okay, I don't
And
know them. Tell them hi for me.
and Brian is there on Facebook. He says, "Wow,
Okay.
you,
Let's
yeah,
see if I
you
can
guys are
find
having a
it.
good time." Great. Well, let's see. Well, just we have one. Oh yeah, is that? Oh yeah, you want to hear the new tune?
Okay,
Well, maybe.
here we
Well,
are.
oh yeah. We are getting some responses for that. Maybe while we are uh, thinking about it, uh, I should have you play a tune. You know, the other thing I'd love for you to do, Luis, is to if you would do a guest segment on my True Fire channel. I think it's I've been trying to tell the True Fire folks they really need you in their teaching
Okay.
channels.
Thank you, thank
And
you. Yeah, that would
yeah,
be fantastic.
we'll have you do a guest segment, and just for a few more days. There's 7 days free, I think, on that link murielanderson.com/now if you want to have free access to the channel, and hopefully we'll see if we can get your lesson up in that time.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, that'd
We'll
be
do
great.
it. Great.
Yeah.
So I don't
So,
know. So what's
yeah,
next?
would you like to do a tune for us? Because I know that you've taken flamenco and just not only done the real traditional, but you've really become a very sophisticated player, and it's just great to see that, and wonderful to hear you play.
I don't know. I can do something. Let's see, something short.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't have many short things. Okay, I'm going to do maybe. Um, I'm going to do the boleria that I always do. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm going to do a version. Let's see if you like it. I cannot play it louder because I'm afraid that the police come. You know, because here it's very late. So maybe my stepping on the floor.
Boy,
Maybe my stepping on the floor is going to make the neighbors calling the police, and we don't want that. I don't want to get, with my arms behind the
yes,
back.
I think even I think even the internet was having a hard time keeping up with you. That
Okay.
just amazing, amazing playing. So, well, it looks like we have enough folks saying, okay, try the new tune, and this is just its first draft. Just had the idea a few days ago of when Brian and I were sailing to yesterday. So let me switch us back here. Ta-da! There we go.
Tell him that he has to take me sailing at any time, okay, of my life. At any point of my life, he has to take me also sailing.
Okay, I have to
Okay.
take you sailing, definitely.
Okay.
So in
Tell
this
him that
song,
he
we
has
will take
invited
you.
me. Okay.
We'll invite you aboard with us.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
That's it.
But sailing to the coast of Maine at this time, it was like going back in time, and so I thought I'd write this song, and Luis, maybe you could record on my next album. It's going to be a whole album of sailing music,
Wow, that's
and so
honor for
this
me.
might be the tune. So just try it, see what
Okay.
happens.
Let's
Maybe see at the end of my phrase. Um, yesterday, what voyagers would find so long ago. Come aboard my ship to yesterday, on open seas far from the open road. Coming into port now in Craven, the dawn reveals a misty old vignette. Everything's as though it was a century ago. Fishermen are emptying their nets. I sailed here yesterday on a time machine that's near as old as me. Come aboard my ship to yesterday. My destiny is on the open sea. The more automated are things today, when Mother Nature seems a distant kin, the more I want to find a simpler way. Know somehow that way is here within. I'm sailing to yesterday, what voyagers would find so long ago. Come aboard my ship to yesterday, on open seas far from the open road. On open seas far from the open road. Just out at the last minute to surprise you with with a major chord at the end for no apparent
A
reason.
major. No, it's great. It's great.
Yeah,
Wonderful
but
that you wrote it in right before we start chatting. That's
yeah.
amazing.
While you were still
But
doing
really,
sound check, just
making songs, I think is the most important thing for creativity. For me, composing, I love it, but for flamenco guitar, it's so hard. You know, I can be like with the same song, with the same piece,
yeah.
and as you develop as musician or as a guitar player, then you think like, wow, this doesn't. Uh, I'm tired of this. You know, it's like it doesn't. You want it to be live. You know, the music.
Yes, the
Every time
inspiration.
you change things. I'm having a hard time to compose my CD, well, not CD anymore, but my album, because
Yeah.
you have to get rid of of loving your songs. You know, it's like
Yeah.
whenever you go to the studio, you have to destroy them a little bit. You have to edit and think like, yeah, well, this was worth before, but not anymore. Maybe for a different song. And that's really hard.
Yeah. Well, you are composing every moment that you're playing the guitar because you're improvising. So it's instant composition. What you did just now.
Yeah.
It's great. And with this
Well,
song, I'm hearing you're playing, and I'm also hearing a very full percussion and drums and bass. I'm hearing Dave Pomeroy on the bass, you know, because he gets up and dances when he plays, you know.
right. Yeah, we can call him
Yeah.
on
So
the recording. How do you do it for composing?
um, it's uh, it. The music composes itself in lots of different ways, and the first one in the sailing project came in a dream. I played it on my last live stream. And so that was one that was just a gift. You know, once in a very great while, one will come as just a pure gift. The whole
Yeah.
song is there. And that's a very rare thing. Other tunes, I recompose and recompose, like you say, every day, changing something and changing
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it's like
And
a
then,
sculpture, you know,
yes,
hitting with the hammer.
right,
It's difficult.
right.
It's really difficult. But yeah, I mean, um, I guess that's a journey, you know, for during your entire life.
Yeah,
I have so many versions or demos of the same songs of the same
yeah,
pieces. You know, I have this one. this that it was, like you say, like a gift. And then the rest of the piece, it took me like 5 years to finish it. And I tried different tonalities going here with them. Now finally I'm going to record it. But yeah, it's difficult. This is not paid with money. No.
Well, we want. Yeah, well, we want to thank a bunch of people who are listening in and just really enjoying you, Luis. Laura is saying hello, and we've got some hellos from Roanoke, Virginia, and the Outer Banks, and Northern California. Next Time Country Music is chiming in a lot today. Our good friend Robert, too, and Cape Ann. And Bunny, yeah, I would love to have you open for me sometime if I'm in Pennsylvania. So she's just a good friend. And let's see, Bill Miller again is coming and saying hey. Constantine Marty from Northern California too. So I want to say hello for popping in.
I mean, I lived in Nashville for 1 year. Well, really close to Nashville. Yeah, I live. That's why I speak English.
That's why you have the southern accent.
Do I? That's the most beautiful thing that someone ever told me. Really? I don't. If I ever had a southern accent, I totally completely gone because I haven't gone there. I haven't gone back there since then.
Yes.
I was
well, maybe south of Spain.
15. Yeah, maybe my southern accent is from Southern Europe. Maybe. No, but yeah, I was living there with the Petersons. So that was my family in the States, and it was one of the best experiences of my life.
Well, you are welcome back. Nashville welcomes you back with open arms at any time. Right. And we have some hellos also to saying nice to have house concerts too. I am doing a house concert just posted today in let's see, Savannah, Georgia. It just came up an outdoor patio concert. So if you're anywhere near Savannah or know someone who is, just stop by and see. That's just in a couple weeks.
And maybe tomorrow to Frankfurt. Not tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be playing in Frankfurt.
Oh, really? Yeah. Tomorrow, Frank? Wow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yes, because today is already the 12th.
Because today is tomorrow for us. Yeah. Wow. And of course, I want to invite everyone to the 30th annual Saturday After Thanksgiving concert. So that's the big one where Brian is showing the visuals of that sailing tour and have a sailing theme. Maybe this will make it. Maybe Sailing to Yesterday will make it into the concert. So we're going to put Brian to work, putting all the visuals behind.
Yeah, he's so great.
Yeah. Oh, hi, John from St. Louis. Say hey too. Well, we said that we would tell them how we met, and it was through this tune when I played Fantasía de Fuego. It was in an Indian restaurant in California.
It's like a Monty Python. It's like a Monty Python story.
It really is like a Monty Python story. So, you remember that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Somebody had asked about my guitar, and so I took it out and started playing my tune Fantasía de Fuego, and then all of a sudden from behind me, I'm hearing these palmas. So I'm playing this.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It was not only me. I was with Jose Montaña, which is an amazing percussionist from Madrid.
Yes.
And I was with another friend of mine, with Sandy. You know him, Santiago Piconian.
Yeah.
And we three. We were there. I don't want to clap too loud because it's Sunday night, so maybe the people, because I have heard something in the floor, maybe they are hitting with a stick. I don't know. But yeah, we were clapping like this. There are two types of clapping in flamenco. We have the open, that is this. It's more treble, more, how can I say, like more dry, and you have the what we call sordas, mute clapping, which is this. Okay, so you were doing it, and what we do is we do the flamenco measure is 12 beats. Okay, so if someone plays it but doesn't explain it to you, then you are lost because your intuition gets here, but this is a little bit farther. You know, it's like wow, you are counting. What we do is we always set up groups of 3 and 2s. So we do 2 3s and 3 2s. And we change the accent, but it's always 2 3s and 3 2s. It's much more difficult. The Indian music is much more complex. But this is the way we do, as far as we Europeans get to. And what we do is we have different measures. We have 4-beat measure. We have 6. We have 6/8. And in this case, which is you can write it many ways. Okay, probably the easiest would be. Well, it's a very controversial thing, the way to write this, but the easiest way is to write 2 3s and 3 2s. Okay, so it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2, and you change the accent depending on the flamenco style where you are.
It's so complicated.
I think we were playing some kind of Soleil Popularías in your piece. You want me to try?
Oh yeah, let's give it a try. I remember that pretty soon guitars started coming out, and you started playing along with, and then
it was what's the name? Your percussionist. What's his name? Oh my goodness!
Who we both know.
It's amazing.
We'll remember it later.
No.
But the manager then brought out drinks for everybody, and it was a big party. Oh, it was wonderful. So I'll play it, and then you can start with the palmas, and then come in with the guitar.
Mino Cinero. Okay, so that's your Soledad por Bulerías. I was doing,
Ah,
I was doing,
wow.
that's the, like the clave,
Wow.
the compass, what we call
Yeah,
compass.
I'm really curious if people can hear that even with the lag between us, if they can hear
I
those.
don't
And
know,
we're
maybe
really
it's,
doing polyrhythms now.
maybe it's great or maybe it's a mess. I hope they
That's
will
great.
understand.
Oh, well, good. We're getting some good comments. Bob and Ken say, hey, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, wonderful. Uh, well, and thank you. Also, it looks like Don says he ordered 3 copies of Acoustic Chef. Oh, great for gifts. So appreciate that. Yeah, boy, we have been enjoying that. Just hearing from people when they make the recipes and listen to the music. And yeah, it's been a wonderful experience for us too. Just the great feedback we've been getting.
Next time I have to
And
make
you
you
know,
chipirones en su tinta. That's right.
yes,
You want me to? I'm
yes,
already a master at that. Yeah,
okay.
because
Well,
last time
we
I
just
couldn't
have
make
to.
it, but this time, next time, I promise you, I will make it for you. Okay.
All right, we'll be right over,
Okay.
taking the next flight to Spain.
Okay. You're very welcome. No problem.
Yes.
We have enough
Yeah.
enough room for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I
So,
can make you a
well, we have
paella
it
if you
that
want a paella.
on paella, of course. I think there has to be a book too, so that means more music with you, of course,
Sure.
as a guest, and a Spanish recipe. We definitely need that for book 2. So I think we're getting some thumbs up for that already.
Okay.
Well, we should finish off here fairly soon. And would you like to? Oh, I wanted to do Midnight Solo with you. Would you please play that
Yeah,
with me? That'd
I
be
love that one.
great.
Yeah, I love it. I remember whenever we were touring together in New York, that was probably my favorite part of the show
Oh,
because I was totally forgetting about the keys, the tonality, everything, and I was just trying to go into the mystery. You know, probably I was doing more or less. Probably I was only doing E minor and minor, but I don't really care. I mean, I was just trying to listen to music while you
yeah,
were playing, and that was my favorite part
yeah.
of the concert.
You were
We
in
did
the
this
spirit.
concert
I could
in
tell.
that's it. Remember that concert that we did in the how was the name? The Academy of the no in Great Lake in Great Lake Guitar Society or something like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You remember it? What was the
Yes.
name of that place? Something like this, right?
Uh, let's see. It might have been that. It was a northern New York State. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was amazing.
It might have been for the Syracuse Guitar Society up there,
Yeah,
or the Great Lakes
so,
is. Yeah.
Great Lakes. Yeah,
Great Lakes Society. Yeah.
yeah, I remember.
And but this was really written at an emotional time, and it had to do with when I met Leo and Rauji from the Tierra Negra duo,
Yeah.
and this was we were just starting to play some music together, and then I went back to Holland where I was had a gig for 5 weeks there, and after playing all this great flamenco music, I was there just by myself at midnight, and so this is what came about it, just thinking of my friends. Midnight Solo. Ah,
Very nice.
well,
Real.
so lovely to play with you. We have a note here from Marty. If there's if we do Persian recipes, Brian has been cooking some Persian food that's been amazing. There's just some amazing recipes. So now, because I love Persian food so much, here is the challenge. Now it means I've got to write Persian music. Oh no! But there's actually Persian influence in flamenco, isn't there?
Yeah, basically in the singing. Yeah,
Yeah.
the singing. I mean, in Spain, it's like a mixture of all the Mediterranean cultures. We have the Arabs were here like 700 years. The Goths, the Goths. I don't know if I'm saying it right. The Iberian music, the Andalusian music. I mean, everything is a mix. The Northern Africa. So yeah, of course, there was a big influence, especially with a guy called Syria. Okay, Syria is in Spanish means mirlo. I don't know how they call this. Little, it's not a crowd. It's a black bird with orange.
Beak?
How is big?
A
Yeah,
beak. Yeah.
big. Yeah, and he sings really well. Okay, and this guy was called Syria, and it was actually a huge influence in Paco de Lucia. Paco de Lucia used to say that the place where the flamenco was sing the best, it was in Iran. He used to say the best flamenco singers are in Iran. You
Ah,
know, because the singing really comes from there. But then we have this instrument which is a European, it's a Spanish instrument, it's a Western music instrument with frets and with tones and half tones, and we have to find a way to play those Persian or Arab or exotic melodies with this instrument. That's why flamenco has like these two parts, right? The modern music, which is this, this kind of chords, that we're
yeah.
looking for the second minor, and then we have the western part. It's just like the blues. It has this African root, of playing
Yeah.
the minor third over a dominant chord, and this interval that is like the evil interval.
That we love.
That is not Western. That's not Western music. That's whatever. I don't know. I guess it's Africa over a structure that is tonic dominant, subdominant, but everything on major seventh chords. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, what is this? You can explain it, but where did it come from? So it's the same with the flamenco.
That's a whole
It's the
world of
same.
flamenco. Yeah, it's
Well,
yeah.
the cultures, the
Yeah.
cultural influence, and that's the music. Exactly, that's the music.
Yeah. I think in my next life I want to be a flamenco player like you.
I play really well. Don't get there. Don't go there. Flamenco. It's a
Oh,
different world.
Yes,
You're
it's
really fine with what you do because you are one of the best finger picking Western guitar players, and you have
well,
been because you have been in the top for many years, and that's amazing. And you don't need to take from flamenco anymore than what you are already taking. That is the inspiration,
there are some
and
great flamenco players. It's yeah, and you
yeah,
are
yeah,
one of them.
but
Really, really.
thank you very
So
much.
yeah.
There's really magicians of the guitar, but really the flamenco has inspired many musicians, many guitar players, many composers all over the world. In
Hmm.
Russia, in Italy, and you just have to think about Ravel or Glinka or I don't know many others. Even Bernstein, whenever he plays "I Want to Live in America,"
Hmm.
that's really a bulería, it's a guajira.
All right.
That's exactly that. One, two, three,
Yeah.
one, two, three, one, one, two, one, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, one, two, one, two. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That's
the influence of Spanish music in Latin, well, Latin, in South American music. It's everywhere, of course.
yeah. And what are your
So,
next projects, Luis?
well, my next project is first finishing my album. Now in Germany, I also have to work with Max Cloud, which is a great guitar player from Frankfurt, because we want to do a project with two guitars. Maybe it's a little bit weird because it plays like a crazy jazz fusion. So we're going to make some demos for that as well. And then I have a family project that I'm about to do a premiere next month on the 4th.
Hmm.
That is a very nice story and original story, and that's going to be very fun. I'm doing it with Pablo Maldonado. You know him, the piano player that played with you in Spain. This flamenco piano player that played with
Huh.
us in
Wow.
Madrid. He's amazing, and he's doing it with me as well. And well, trying to go back. Really, my big project is trying to go back to what we were doing before this. That's the real challenge. And well, that's what we are all trying to do.
Yeah.
So basically, that's what I have. I mean, I have the dates already, not much, not many. I would
Hmm.
like to start moving things in the United States. Uh, let's see, because how is the thing going on there? You're still with a lot of COVID, right?
Things are coming back slowly. It's comes it comes and then goes a little bit like
Yeah,
that. So, yeah. But I think that it's important for us now to really treasure what we have, treasure our friendships, treasure that we are still living in the golden age. We are
yeah,
still living in a time that we have freedom. We're still living at a time that we can go out in nature, that we can hang out. I can hang out with you, even if just online. And so
yeah,
I think treasure the good things now. And I think that's something that we as musicians have to remind people of. And I think that's one reason people reach out to the arts, especially at this time.
yeah, totally,
Yeah.
totally.
And,
And
and, and
actually,
reach out
no,
to
I was
really
going
good
to tell you
recipes too.
that they are
Go ahead.
selling the guitar companies. They are selling so many guitars since all this started. Because of course now the people
Yeah.
has time to do what they would have really loved to do, you know. So I guess this is very important, to remind people um, the beauty of the beauty in life.
Okay. Well, Luis, why don't you play another short something just as an outer? We'll just say goodbye and have you play us out. Okay. And we want to
Okay,
thank
sure.
everyone and do stop at that murielanderson.com/now page. And I'll try to also post a link to your some of your videos on there, so people
Sure.
can go directly to those from that page. Okay,
Great.
so play something whatever you like.
Okay. I'm going to play a bass that I wrote many years ago, and I recorded
Okay.
for Cutting Guitars 1 year ago. I want to finish it now.
Ah,
I don't want to make it any longer.
beautiful.
So this
Well,
is a
hasta,
really
hasta
crazy
la
balance.
próxima.
Okay,
Ah.
great to see you. Nos vemos pronto.
Good to see you. Gracias. Hasta luego. Hasta la
Hasta luego.
próxima vez. Bye.